Guys, I saw one of the absolutely most outrageous things I've ever seen the other day, and it got me thinking, like, golly, how many yard boys are there out there? Man, let's talk about the difference between being a yard boy or a pro service, because bottom line is, man, you don't want to be somebody's Alright guys, I saw something the other day that got me thinking, like, oh my goodness, you know, there are so many dudes out there that are working their butts off and are being taken advantage of. And my disclaimer for this video is number one, I realize that everybody has to start somewhere. You know, I kind of give people a hard time about using a push mower and that type of thing. But I want to commend you that if you are going out there hustling and you're getting it, man, my hat's off to you. I know how hard this work is. And there's not a lot of people that have the gumption to stick this kind of work out, especially with equipment that's not that good. But we're going to talk about what I saw a little bit later in this video. But I want to ask you the question, you know, do your clients, you know, do they view you as the yard help, like the chuck in the truck, like Mike Andy says, just the guy pulling a truck and a trailer, or do they view you as a professional lawn care service? Okay. You know, as I started thinking through this question, there was a common theme on whether or not your client is looking at you as just the yard help, you know, the gardener, the yard boy. And really, it comes down to this. Do you feel like you are being taken advantage of by your clients? And if the answer is yes, chances are they view you as the yard help. Okay, some examples of you know, your clients viewing you as the yard boy or the yard help, you know, is if they are coming out and asking you, you know, to just do this for free, you know, pull the flower bed weeds for free, or, you know, would you mind just trimming up the bottom of those crepe myrtles over there? If your client is constantly coming out and you feel like they are just constantly just trying to get that little bit extra out of you, and you don't have the confidence to look them in the eye and say, yes, ma'am, pulling weeds out of the flower beds is $90 an hour. I'll be happy to do that for you. Would you like me to get that on the schedule? If you don't have the confidence to look them back in the eye and they know that you're going to come back to them with a bona fide estimate and price, chances are they view you as the yard help. The next thing, and this is a total, if this happens, we immediately fire the client, but it's disrespect. You know, I can handle a lot of things, but if a client is disrespectful to you, okay, the chances are is they do not view you as a professional. They're viewing you as just the yard help, you know, the little gardener boy, and they feel like they can talk to you any way they can. And we're going to talk later in this video, guys, about, again, what I saw and then what we can do to present a more professional image to our clients and everything, and be able to charge more. But if you feel like your clients they talk to you disrespectfully, in a very condescending way, that is probably the second red flag that you are viewed as yard help. And then finally, you're probably viewed as the yard boy if you can't get your prices up without just constantly haggling with people, constantly, if they're willing to just kick you to the curb, you know, to save $5 for the next chuck in a truck that comes down the road. Again, credit to Mike Andes for the chuck in the truck. I just think that's great, just a great line. But if they are constantly haggling with you about price, you know, you tell them the price for hedge trimming, and like, you know, you can't do that for $35. You really have to do it for $40. You know, then they're just, you have not presented yourself to them in a way that they feel confident in your pricing. You're leaving that open, okay? You're doing something to leave that door open to them, saying, hey, I can haggle with this guy. He doesn't have his crap together. Like, he doesn't have any type of standardized pricing, you know, and he's probably desperate for money, and, you know, he'll do it for this, or he'll throw in this freebie for me, you know. All those things, guys, if you're experiencing that, man, that's really, really tough, and you want to try to get away from that as quickly as possible. Okay, what did I see the other day that even started this video? Dude, I was in a neighborhood, a nice neighborhood that we do a lot of lawns in, but off in the back corner over there in a cul-de-sac, we were doing a turnaround, and there was this teenager. He was probably a late teenager, maybe even early 20s, but very just scrawny kid, you know, but I mean, in my area, guys, it's 105-degree heat index right now with like 80% humidity. It's awful. And this kid had a push mower out there, man, and it was off to the side, and he was out at the curb area, and he had a broom, a push broom, and he was pushing the debris off the sidewalk. And here's what got me: the old man, who I'm assuming is the house owner, he was standing up over him like this. He was looking down, and he had his hands on his hips, and he was just pointing like this, you know, like saying, you need to sweep that better, boy. You know, just the whole mannerism of that interaction between that kid, that person who was out there working, and this old white-haired dude that was just had his hands on his hips, just kind of directing the yard help around. It was degrading. I felt like it looked pretty degrading, honestly. And I was just like, golly, dude, I wanted to jump out of my truck and be like, dude, you come get in this truck with me. I'll show you how to do this for real, and we'll hit this old dude upside the head with that broom, you know, and tell him to be on his way. But in all seriousness, man, it really made me feel bad for that person. I think, man, I know a lot of people are experiencing this. So what can we do to present a different image and really just rid yourself of those types of clients? Number one, and I preach this, guys, is presenting a professional image through wearing some type of a company t-shirt and doing some type of branding for your vehicle. If you will just do that, just do those two things just to start off with, that is going to put you leaps and bounds above 90% of the people who are out there doing this, okay? It's very, very simple to do. You can get t-shirts made up for $100 with your company logo or your company mascot, and then you can get a truck lettered up. And if you can't afford to get your vehicle lettered up, I don't like doing magnets. I personally think they look tacky, but you know what? They're better than nothing, okay? Put some magnets, go to Vistaprint or wherever, order yourself some magnets, and get your truck lettered up. You know, again, if you can't spend $2,000 or $1,500, you know, on a paint job or wrap job, just, you know, for $50-$60 you can put yourself some magnets on the truck, and again, that's going to make you look better than 90% of the dudes out there who are doing this. The second thing is set your price high, and whenever people ask for additional services, you need to nip it in the bud immediately. That if they reach out to you and ask you to do, if they ask you to pick up a stick on their yard, man, and I'm obviously exaggerating a little bit, but we don't haul debris away for people. If you're going to trim up your bushes or your shrubs, your crepe myrtle, to pick up a pile of sticks, I'm sorry, you know, I'm not there and just going to put that debris and that crap in the back of my truck in our trailer and be responsible for that, taking it to the dump or burning it at my place. Like, something has to happen with that. It doesn't disappear, you know? And no, I'm sorry, I can't do it for free. And I had a guy one time get so upset about that because, you know, he had it was a large limb, you know, and I told him, I was like, honestly, I don't, it'll be, you know, be $30 for me to take that thing away. And said, honestly, I don't really want to haul it around in my trailer all day. You'll have to send a separate truck over here, or we can cut it down, you know. You can't take that away. No, I can't take it away, man. So again, you need to really set your prices and have an estimate for everything, you know. If a client contacts you, or if they make that point of contact with you, they need to know that, hey, if I ask this person for something extra, they're going to give me a price for it, and I'm not going to be able to easily get a freebie out of them. And then finally, it's having confidence to just stand firm in your pricing, having confidence to talk to people, and not being afraid to lose the account. Look, this is another thing, guys. If you are willing to let people take advantage of you or talk to you in a disrespectful way, and you put up with it because you're not willing to lose the account, you got to let it go, man. You have to be willing to let accounts go. You know, my guys, they have watched me get rid of people on the phone before, just for numerous reasons. They've watched me get rid of people, you know, because of the way that they talk to an employee of mine. I had one instance where a lady actually called my employees lazy. They had just got done servicing her yard and done a great job, and they literally missed an area around a sprinkler head, and she had the nerve, said, I just don't know if they're just lazy or what, but you know, they miss that area every time. And I looked at her, I said, you know, Miss Elizabeth, I said, you'd be better served by somebody else. This service is on us. Have a good day, ma'am. And my employees were absolutely shocked, but it also built credibility with me that, like, look, we're not going to let anybody talk to our employees, talk to me that way, you know, and I'll stand up for them. But that's something that your clients need to know. They need to know that you're professional, you're courteous, you're nice, but you are not going to be taken advantage of. You're going to set your prices for everything, and you're going to be confident whenever you talk to them, and they know just through your mannerisms, your professional image, your branding, everything about you that you are presenting to them lets them know that, hey, this is a professional company. This is not some yard help. They have a way of doing things, and if I want to be a client of theirs, then I got to play by their rules. And that's probably, I guess that's probably the biggest thing in this video. You don't play to their rules. They play to your rules. It is your company. You set the standards. You set the practices. They can either hire you or they can move on to somebody else, but this is the way that you do business at your company. So guys, next time that you are out there and you're servicing the properties, ask yourself, am I presenting a professional image? You know, how do my clients view me? You know, am I presenting like that we are a real company, or do they view me as the yard help? And if they're viewing you as the yard help, I hope this video has provided some direction and maybe some things that you can do to raise the level of the professionalism of your business, therefore raising the prices, just having a better business experience. Hope that helps you out. Y'all take care.